Hey everyone, it's Travis from iConnectivity, and today we are looking at setting up multiple PlayAUDIO12 units at the same time with your Ableton session. So let's kind of jump right into it. So the first thing we can do, I have both of these guys set to factory defaults. Make sure scene A is green on both of these guys to make sure you're on the correct first scene. So the first thing we have to do is put these into an aggregate device. So to do that, we're going to hit the spotlight search, type in audio MIDI setup, and there's your unit. Then we're going to create an aggregate device. There's already one created here, but I'm going to show you how to create another one if you wanted to. So I just hit the plus button, create aggregate, and then you just select the units that you want to select. Now for me, I've already created one, so I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to delete this for now. There you go. So now that I've created that aggregate device, I'm actually going to go into Ableton. And I have a session here set up with a pile of tracks, so it's already kind of set up, but we want to set it up for the failover now. So to do that, first thing we have to do is select our aggregate device. So we're going to go to Live, Preferences, and then our output device is going to be our aggregate device. Now we're going to want to configure the outputs, so we're going to go to Output, and then for me I've selected all these, all of them as stereo except for the mono, except for the 13 and 14. I'm going to keep 1 and 2 on because I have the session has 1 and 2 set up separate. So 13 and 14 and 27, 28. And the reason we did those is because 13 and 27 are going to be where we need to put our test tone to arm the failover on both these units. So if you want to figure that out more, basically it's every 13th channel is where you're going to want to set that up. So if we look back at our aggregate device, we have channel 13, but because it's an aggregate, it kind of adds the second device after that. So if you count through 13 of these, you would come out to 27 is your actual 13th one on the second unit. So we want to set on 13 and 27. Now the biggest question is which device is the first unit and which device is the second unit. So I'm going to show you how to figure that out. So what I'm going to do is create a new audio track. So Command T in the Ableton. Oops, I haven't clicked on it. There we go. Command T. Download our LifeSign plugin from our website. So I'm just going to grab that and my VSTs here, drag it into the audio, and you can see it's playing already. Just going to close that. You can see it's still going down here, and this will go as soon as this tone goes. That's when your device will do the failover if it's armed. So first thing we have to do is arm it. So under Audio 2, we're going to go to External Out, and then we're going to pick External Out number 13 for this first one. And now you can see that the light on scene over here is started to blink green. So we know that this unit is actually the first unit in the setup, and not just because I marked it 1 to 14. That just worked out. I had it set up with other computers, so that's where that came from. But it does happen to be 1 to 14 channels are here, 15 to 28 are going to be over here. So now we have to set up this one and arm the second unit. So to do that, again, create another audio track, grab LifeSign, pull it out, but this time we're going to go External Out, and we're going to send it to number 27. And now you can see this guy is blinking on this one. And that means that both devices, both PlayAUDIO12s are armed. So if I closed Ableton right now, you would see both these blink red, which means the switch from one computer to the other. Also, as far as physically setting these up, I've taken port 1 from both devices and plugged it into computer A, which is the computer you're currently looking at, and the second port from each PlayAUDIO12 is going into the second unit. So if I close this now, you're going to see both these guys go red. And as quick as that, you can see that they both went red. So that's as simple as it is to set up. That's just the audio setup to create the aggregate and to get both these devices armed for failover. If you have any questions, let us know.